Okay, in this DIY we're going to be changing the transmission fluid. This is very simple. Jack the car up, put it on jack stands and secure it. Here is the drain plug, and right above it is the filler plug. The drain plug essentially, of course, is where it's going to drain out of. The filler plug is where you're going to fill the fluid in. Using a standard 3/8 drive ratchet, all you have to do is insert it into the drain plug. Get it nice and loose, but don't take it all the way out yet because you want to remove the filler plug, which is a 17mm. Remove the filler plug first, so that way it'll give the drain plug full air, so that way you can get a nice big flow of fluid coming out of the transmission. You will dispose of the transmission fluid just like you would regular engine oil. Take it to your local auto parts store if they are a recycler. Now once it's completely drained, tighten it back up, put a new crush washer on the plug. We will give you those part numbers shortly. You also want to replace the crush washer on the filler plug. Now torque on the filler plug is 33 foot-pounds, and torque on the lower plug, where the 3/8 drive ratchet goes into, is 29 foot-pounds, and these are the Honda part numbers for those crush washers. Here you can see the training fluid that we just took out of the car. Looks like swamp water. And I put it in this clear container so that way you can see what it looks like. I'm going to dispose of this oil, clean it out, and pour new oil in it so you can see the difference. Of course, just use Honda Genuine manual transmission fluid. You can use whatever you want. I prefer to just stay with the OEM as it does a good job. Here you can see our nice clean container now. So you get a comparison. This is what the oil should look like when it's new. The capacity on the transmission is 1.5 quarts. So if you buy 2 quarts, that would be plenty. This is what we use to put the oil back into the transmission. It's got a spout on one end, and this is an on and off collar. So you rotate it clockwise to shut the valve off, or counterclockwise to let the oil flow through the pipe. If you're doing this by yourself, this is a great tool to have. Insert the spout into the filler hole, and we're going to pour oil into it until it starts to come out at a slow drip. Reason is that right now the car is at a slight angle because of the front end being jacked up. Should be on a level surface, and by Honda's rules they want you to stick your finger into the oil filler and make sure the oil level is flush with the plug hole. Because we're at a slight angle, we're just going to look for a slow drip, and then pull out the spout, plug it, and put the filler plug back onto the transmission. Once that's done, double check everything to make sure it's tight. You can go ahead and lower the vehicle and take the car out on some twisties and notice a nice smoothness in your transmission.